Hello, hello everyone, and welcome to Amnesia, the role-playing game where the character wakes up and they have no idea what situation they are in. I'm going to be the game master tonight. My name is Shannon Nicholson, and I am joined with Tiffany Dalton, who will be the player tonight. Say hello, Tiffany.
Hello. I don't know what I've gotten myself into. Let's find out.
Oh, you are in store for a lot tonight, I tell you what. So it is going to be exciting.
Okay.
This will be my first time hosting. I've normally been a player, so hopefully this goes well tonight. For those of you who are joining for the first time, what will happen is I will take the player through a scenario and they will make decisions based on what's happening. The only trick is they don't know. They're already in the middle of a situation, so they have amnesia. So they don't know what is happening or what is going to happen.
I hope it's not like a court trial.
Well, that will be an interesting one if that is what is happening. And then the player will say they want to do stuff, and then we will roll to determine if they succeed or not. And of course, I will be rolling in the Woodcarver Gaming dice tray, which this is Woodcarver Gaming's little channel, so or game. So there we go. All right, and let's get started, shall we? All right. So before you slip into unconsciousness, the only thing you can remember about yourself is that you are very pessimistic. All right. So
let's get into the character.
As you wake up, you can feel you're in a soft, nice bed, but you can hear some distant banging as if it's knocking on a door and somebody yelling. You can't quite make out what they're saying, and as you come to further, you can look around and see you're in a small, tiny cabin of sorts, and still more banging coming on the door, and a voice coming from the other side. Come! Come! We need you out here, quickly! Come!
Captain? Is that... well, firstly, I'd be mad because I'm pessimistic, and I'd probably want to sleep, and that's probably all I'd want to do. But if I'm in a cabin, wooden? Is it wooden around me? Is there a window or anything?
No, there's no window. It's a very basic wooden cabin. If you want, you can roll to see.
I will. Yeah. Which
roll a d6 for me.
3.
Nice. So you look around. There's not much. There's a wooden dresser, and a bed. It's very plain. A wash basin, and next to you on the floor is a belt, and attached to the belt is a gun and a sword. And you have a pair of boots.
I just realized I don't know what gender I am. So now I'm like...
You realize that you are a woman.
Okay, good. Check.
So you're wearing brown pants, a white shirt, and another leather belt across your chest with what seems to be holes for cartridges or something, but there's nothing in there.
Interesting. Okay. And am I dirty? Am I clean?
No, you're pretty clean.
All right. Okay, I'll grab the belt next to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pop it on. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll stumble out of bed and I'll probably groggily like throw the door like with a really scowl on my face. Ah!
Captain, look, I'm sorry to interrupt your sleep, but we really need you up on deck quickly.
Am I on a ship? All right. I quickly stumble as best I can, like up the stairs, following the guy.
All right, so yeah, as you sort of follow the young man, what seems to be swaying along. I'll get you to roll another d6.
Okay. 6.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Oh,
you managed to keep your balance, even though it's a bit rocky.
Okay, I'll just be like,
So,
fuck!
as you reach the top of the stairs, you're sort of blinded for a second by the light.
Yep.
And as you get your vision back, you see people running up and down, hoisted on rigging and everything like that. But, of course, above you isn't sails. It's actually a large balloon with ropes hanging down to the ship.
It's a dirigible!
And of course, as you look out in front, you can see the horizon and the ground, which is miles and miles and miles below you. And there's propellers at the back pushing the ship forward.
Do I have a fear of heights? This is something that comes to me.
You seem very at ease. You don't seem taken back by the height of
Good.
where you're at. You are a captain of the ship.
True. How many people are surrounding me?
Oh, look, there's probably about 40 or 50 people. It's quite a large crew. So as you sort of walk out a bit more, the guy you were following is over at the railing. Captain, over here, quick!
Bear with me. I think my headphones died.
I can hear you.
Oh, can you?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Is it good? Or is it just through the PC?
Yeah, I think so.
It's tricky headphones. They kind of key out every now and then. Maybe I'll rejoin them again.
Technology. Where would we be?
Am I back? Oh, they're just the worst. It's like it's timed out. Okay, I'm back. So were there, like 30 people around me? How big is the crew?
So, like I said, it's about 30, 40 people.
Okay, there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Men, women?
Yes.
Mixture? Okay, good. All right, I follow the person that wants my attention. Where are we going?
So he's over at the railing. And he's pointing over towards
you there. What be the meaning of this?
Captain, over there. I don't know if you can see it. Here, he passes you some goggles.
Oh. Okay. What can I see?
So as you put the goggles on, it basically automatically focuses your vision, just quickly zooms in over a great distance, and you can actually see another airship. However, this one isn't flying. It's actually crashed into the side of a mountain. It's a big, bright red ship.
Is ours red?
No, yours is basically wooden. Very basic ship. Not very fancy at all.
I'm worried that I'm a pirate now. Okay.
So as you sort of look at this ship, a name is sort of forming in your head called the Red Titan. So yeah, you can see that in the distance, and it looks like it's crash landed and everything like that.
Does it look beyond repair, or that people would be in danger, maybe, or is it just obliterated?
Look, it's not completely obliterated, but it looks very, very damaged.
Okay, I'll turn to the person that gave me the binoculars, the goggles. I'll say something like, "Ah, yes, there she is. What be our next steps?"
Well, I was hoping you could tell us, Captain.
Okay.
We know the Red Titan was over at the tower with the rest of you, and well, did you want to check it out?
But is the Red Titan, so that's keyed in. Yes, I think we'll go in. We'll be quite secretive. I think we'll no. Let's go in. Let's just go in. Let's go.
All right,
Captain.
Captain. All right, Captain. As soon as
Let's
you
not be
say that,
cautious.
he dashes around. And he starts giving orders to all the men and women around the ship, and everyone starts doing what he says and everything like that.
Hmm. Is it a long journey? Do you think it'll take a long time?
No, it's not too far.
All right, I'll wait then. I'll stand on deck and just watch. Scowl at little people.
So as you're sort of standing on deck, someone else comes up behind you. Captain!
Aye.
Turn around and it's a woman. Again, sort of dressed similar to you. However, she's got a long brown coat on. A nice little fancy hat as well. She hands you back a couple of pieces of paper. Captain, I figured out where the island is. And the clue, however, I have no idea what to do about the clue. Only you didn't really tell us much when you came aboard.
Oh, so I haven't shown you the clue?
I mean, you just gave it to me, and that was it.
Do you still have the clue?
Yes, I do.
Hand it here.
Gives you back the clue. Do you want to read the clue?
Yes, please. I would love to read the clue.
So, read the clue, and a stone that cries tears will be your goal. Look over the edge and shout cannonball. Once inside the cave, a light you will need to help you find the Smiling Steed. Knock 5 times, then twice and wait. The smiling horse is now your gate. Another step closer you now appear. Watch out now for the swinging buccaneer. One more step, do not hesitate. To walk back now is to seal your fate. First is the dawn, followed by midday, and finally night will reveal your prey.
Where am I hunting for this treasure? And I'll turn to the other woman and be like, so you have no clue what any of this is related to?
No, sir, but I do know where the island is, and it's probably a good hour or so away from here.
That is where we should be heading now, because clearly we are after. What is this clue? I mean, yes, let's just head there. But first we'll go check out this Red Titan, see if we can get any supplies or any information, and then we'll head there.
All right, excellent.
I keep the clue on me somewhere. I don't want it lost.
All right. So as you get closer to the Red Titan, you'll see that small little fires have started around it. Nothing too big or anything like that. You get close, but the ship can't get too close. So the man comes up to you again and says, Captain, do you want to take the little dinghy out to go investigate?
Dinghy? Aye. Yeah, I was thinking we'd be swinging on ropes, but dinghy sounds safer. Yes. Fetch me the dinghy. I'll take at least 6 men with me. Let's go.
All right. So you and 6 men will go towards the dinghy. And of course the 6 men pile in behind you and you go into the dinghy, but nobody is at the controls. It's looking as though they're waiting for you. I'll get you to roll a D8.
Okay. 8.
Okay. So, as you sort of...
I was going to say, what can I see? Is there a winch or something?
So yeah, there's a couple of levers,
Oh, okay.
and a couple of buttons, and what looks to be a regular sort of steering wheel, like on a ship.
Okay.
So that looks very straightforward, but
Okay.
all the other stuff is kind of hit and miss.
Okay, all right. Do any of them look like they're used a lot? Like, is there a worn down lever that I could make this as?
Roll a d6 for me.
1. I don't think that's good.
No. They, they all look the same to you.
Okay.
You can't tell. You like.
Can I reach for one and then just look at like what the crew is doing? And if they go, then I'll know that it's the wrong one.
Okay, roll a d4 for me.
1. Well,
As
it's
which
expressionless.
there's one on each side, a left and a right. Which one do you
Okay.
want to go for?
I'm guessing that none of them know. I'm gonna ask. I'm just gonna be like, guys, I've had a brain fart. Which one is it again? Do any of them know?
So all of them just go. What the...
Because I'm a woman, isn't it?
And
All right. I'm
the
gonna
young
guess.
man is still up on deck, and he's like, Captain, the right one, that's to disengage from the ship.
You're right on my right.
You're right, Captain.
This was a good one.
Yeah, that
Thank you.
disengages you from the ship. Oh no. I think she's gone.
Disengaging.
Okay, there she is.
Disengaging.
Okay, excellent. So as you pull that lever, it disengages, and it starts to drop. But it's not starting
Slowly?
yet.
Okay.
That's a quick drop. But the engines aren't starting.
Oh. Well. What can I see? What can I see around me?
So
besides the
again,
lever?
there's the other lever there.
I'll just pull it. Pull it. I need to do something. Pull
So
the
as
lever.
you pull the lever,
Yep.
all of a sudden it's falling, and then it stops, and it starts, and the guys in the back are like, "Oh, jeez!"
Just seeing if we were awake, men. Let's be on our way.
Captain, do you have to do that every time?
You know how I love to watch you squirm. Yes.
Jeez. She always does it, and yet I'm never ready for it. Jeez.
Well, none of you gave me a face.
So it all goes smoothly now. So,
All right, let's
and
go.
of course you can steer over. So you make your way over to the ship. So as you get closer, you can slow down.
I'm guessing it's the left lever.
Yeah. So as you slowly put that up again,
Yep.
it's sort of hovering to a halt,
Okay, perfect. Yep.
and then it starts to drop again, just sort of.
So that's clearly not forward and backwards. That is like a
Captain,
propeller.
I think you meant to do the other lever as well.
I don't want to do the back.
So roll a d4 for me.
Okay. It's a 1.
You can still sort of make it out from your exiting that you got to pull up the left one first and stop the propeller, and then you do the right one back down. It's sort of like a brake that hovers you there.
Like
But yeah.
an interchange. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so that isn't technically like a release from the ship. That is
No.
a lowering. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All
So
right.
that way you know.
Change them. Ooh, that was lucky. Lucky we're already at the place.
So
Alright.
as you now neatly parked next to the
To
Red
the burning
Titan.
wreckage, which I hope is not. We're not too close to the burning wreckage.
No, the fires are still very dull. Like,
Good. So we're on the side of a mountain, is that right? Is it?
Yeah, so
rocky?
it's sort of crashed into the mountain, sort of
Oh.
between two peaks. It's sort of like wedged in there.
So it's not precarious. Like, is it dangerous?
No,
to
no,
ride?
it seems very solid still at the moment.
All right, let's go out.
Knows?
Everyone check for survivors. That's the first thing, and then we'll ransack a little bit later. I don't know if I'm a good guy or a bad guy.
Right, Captain. So I'll
Alright.
get you to roll a d8 for me.
7.
All right, nice. So as you're looking around the ship, you can see a few dead bodies
Oh,
on the ship.
are they wearing like any uniform that's different than mine?
They're sort of wearing almost like an army type regimental uniform.
Red? Is it red?
Yeah, it's red.
Yeah.
How
Okay.
could you tell?
I don't know.
And it looks like their dinghies have been jettisoned and there's ropes leading down. So it looks like there were survivors, but they're no longer on the ship.
Okay.
And you can also see at the helm another body. But this one looks different. It's got a large, fabulous red coat with big gold trimmings and everything, and a giant red hat that's lying next to the body.
I will take this red coat and red hat. I feel I've earned it. I don't know what I like. I don't know what color I like. I like this coat.
Right. As he ransack the body of the man,
So no, wait, no one survived. Is that correct?
there's no survivors that he can
And I will
see.
take the coat. Yes.
So as you roll the body over, you see his face, and a memory sort of flashes back to you. So you're in a room with this man, drinking some wine, and you're sitting next to a fire. Ah, Abigail, it is nice competing against you this year. I hope the stories of your adventures are not exaggerated, eh? And at that point, a bell sounds, and he gets to his feet. Ah, I believe it is now my time to leave. May the best captain win, eh? He salutes you and takes the last little gulp of the glass and walks out of the room. And that's where the memory ends. So you're now just stealing his coat and looking down at his dead body.
Well, I'm going to spin this because I reckon I've taken the coat out of respect because I clearly knew, right?
Yeah, yeah. Good cover. Good cover.
Well, that's very curious. So we're in a competition of sorts, a race, like a death race. Well, I'm guessing it's not a death race because I don't think we've killed the Red Titan. But now I'm curious. Does our ship have any cannons that I could remember or any weaponry that I could see?
There does look to be some weaponry.
Okay.
Not very modernized cannons. These cannons, there's no sort of like cannonball hole. It's almost if it's a laser.
Okay, well, and they were a little ways off, so I don't think we've done this. So I'm guessing.
I'll get you to roll a d6 for me.
Okay. 2.
2?
Yeah.
All right. As you're looking at the man's dead body, you can sort of a name is coming to your head, Jace.
Jeez.
But also something seems very peculiar about him. There's like a reddish purple rash around his mouth, and he's got blood coming out of his mouth.
Excellent. Okay. Well, I probably don't know if it upsets me because I'm not sure. But I'll take note of that. I ask the men, I'm like, the dead bodies that they've seen, did they have a similar rash?
No.
Interesting.
No. One of the sailors tells you that it looks like they've sustained injuries from the crash.
The crash. But maybe he was driving. All right, I'll take note of this. Can we take any samples? I don't know if it's... We don't want to take the body. We don't want to take the body. No, that would be too much. I don't even know if we have a doctor.
I'll get you to roll a d12 for me.
5. F-low.
So as you're standing there, you sort of feel a quick jolt and a large cracking sound coming from the ship.
Oh. All right. I'll be like, is there a captain's cabin? Can I see like any rooms at all? Like I feel we have to get out of there quick, but
there is a captain's cabin. That's like right behind the
I want to quickly run in there if it's open. Let me.
Yeah, the door is wide open.
All right, I'm going to go in. I'm going to have a quick look if there's anything on the desk, if there's anything about these clues.
Roll a d4 for me.
1. I can't roll a d4. Not on my blood.
So you can't see anything too out of place. However, on the table is the exact same map and riddle.
I'm going to take those just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right, I'll take those.
All right, so you quickly grab those.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get you to roll a d6 for me.
5.
All right, luckily, as you sort of come out, the cracking sound is getting louder now, and the ship sort of breaks a little.
Guys, we gotta go. All right, back to the dinghy. Everyone, back.
All right, so you go back to the dinghy.
Yep, and then I'll just go.
All right, and you lift off, and you're back on your way away from the ship now.
Okay. All right, so we're heading back to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just as easy to reattach, or is it something like the big ship could just reel me in? Can they dock me?
Yeah, it's just as easy to attach.
Okay. All right, I'm back. It was easy.
You got the hang of it now. You're good at.
That's right. All right, I jump off the ship and I run over to the guy that was calling me captain, where I don't know the name of. I'm guessing he's at least second in charge.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna wait till I find it. Actually, I'll just be like, can I give him a name like Champ? Like
you can.
Good job, Champ. All right, Champ. You there?
Oh yes, Captain, me.
Yes, Champ, come.
Mm.
I'll be like, unfortunately, there have been no survivors of the Red Titan.
Oh, Captain, that's terrible news.
We will pay our respects to these fallen comrades of ours. Yes.
Aye, Captain.
Fortunately, we couldn't salvage anything of the ship. I have been lucky enough to find a secondary map and a secondary clue.
Aye, Captain.
So we have that.
So
I found this dashing red coat out of respect.
Oh my, Captain. Well, I certainly hope that doesn't bring war between the kingdoms, but all right. Right, Captain, what's the next move?
We're going to head to the island. We're going to go directly there. I don't think there's any reason to waste time. Let's go.
Aye. Oh, Sarah's found the island, has she?
Yes, Sarah. Where is Sarah?
So as you say that, he calls out, Sarah! And she comes around the corner. Yes, Martin, what is it? The captain says you found the island. Yes, I have.
How were you able to find it, Sarah? Yeah, please tell us.
There's a reason you hired me, Captain. I might only be new to this crew, but I am one of the best navigators the Five Kingdoms has ever seen.
Oh, I never doubted you, Sarah. That was it was an inspirational. How did you find it? Not a how on earth did you find it? Good job, Sarah.
Thank you, Captain.
You're welcome. Unfortunately, our fellow comrades of the Red Titan have fallen victim to an air crash, which will need an air crash investigation. But I have successfully found a secondary clue, which seems to be exactly the same as our clue. Probably not very helpful. But I have found another map. I don't know if they're any related or anything.
It's exactly the same map.
Well, now we have a backup, so you're welcome.
I'll get you to roll a d4 for me.
You know what it is.
So, as you're sort of waving around the clue,
Yeah.
um,
Oh no, is it taken? Is it lost?
you sort of wave it around, and then a gust of wind comes, and it just takes the clue out of your hand. But as you're sort of looking at it floating off, you realise there was writing on it.
The pessimist in me is coming back. Okay, so I'm going to ask Sarah if she's seen anything suspicious on our map or clue. Anything different? Is there any hidden messages or some kind of extra clue within the clue?
Well, Captain, no, I don't think I have. I almost got the voices mixed up. No, I don't think I've seen anything too bizarre. I mean, the only thing that's of real importance on the island is maybe a giant waterfall.
Well, that's what I thought about the stone crying, so I think that is our first clue.
Of course, Captain. Brilliant.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Oh, excellent. All right, shall we head off?
Let's head off. There's no time to waste. We don't know who else is coming to this island, because if there's a secondary map, there could be a third map. Could be more maps. Yep.
As you sort of saying that, Martin's run off and he's started shouting orders, and the ship has started to
I'm just
move
sitting there
again.
going, where am I? Who am I? What am I doing here? I have an hour to dwell. Well, maybe I'll go back to my room that I woke up in and kind of see if I can find some stuff. So I knew that there was some clothing. There was a basin. Was there a desk or a table of any kind? Was there anything on it?
No. It's a very plain room. Like, there's maybe spare clothes exactly the same as yours in the wardrobe.
Maybe I should take off this red coat. I will take off the red coat because I don't know who we're going to run into. So I will take it off. Okay. All right. So there's nothing else in my room. Can I snoop around the whole ship? Is it very big? Is there any other?
Yeah, it's a decent sized ship.
All right.
So
as
you sort of come out of the cabin,
Hello?
Martin runs back down the stairs. He's like, Captain, we've got a signal coming over the radio. I think you better come listen to this.
We have a radio. What time are we living in? Okay. All right. I'm getting a steampunky vibe. Take me to the radio, Martin.
So as
what does it look like?
Takes you to the radio.
Is it like a cranky one?
No, it's like a little bronze radio with light bulbs on it and little flashing lights and, the little handheld receiver.
Okay.
So as you come in, you can hear a voice coming over the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Please, you have to get me to Captain Abigail immediately. Please.
I wouldn't recognize the voice. I'll ask Martin. Does he recognize the voice?
It sounds like Captain Jonathan.
Captain Jonathan. like me, Captain Jonathan?
It sounds like it. We've had a few encounters with him before, but
You
it
sound
definitely
desperate.
sounds like it.
What do you think? Can we track the signal? Do we know where it's coming from?
Well, it says he's coming up from behind us, Captain.
He seemed a bit frantic, which makes me think either he's in danger or he wants to tell us maybe we're in danger. I think we should slow down. I think let's talk to this Captain Jonathan.
All right, so Martin nods his head and he runs out.
Thank you, Martin.
And
I'll go back
So you
up to the
can-
deck because there's nothing in the radio, I guess.
so as you sort of slow down, wait a little bit, Jonathan's ship does come up next to yours eventually. And
What color is their ship?
it's sort of like a lime green, like a dark lime green, or dark
Yeah, it's
green,
just red.
we'll say.
I mean, ours is brown.
Yeah, so it's a dark green with gold trimming around
Might have
the
took
edges.
coat off.
And around the sort of front of the ships are sort of like knights' shields and everything.
Yeah.
And as you're looking over, you see a man step into a dinghy and come over to your ship and get off. He looks around frantically and then sees you and,
Brother, what's wrong?
oh, Abigail, I'm. Oh, Abigail. There we go. I found his voice.
Abigail.
I couldn't remember his voice. Oh, Abigail. Oh, thank God you're still alive.
Of course. What's wrong?
There's no time to explain. Here, drink this. And he gives you this little vial.
What color is it? What
It's sort of like a shimmering blue, almost like water.
Okay.
It's an antidote.
What?
We've been poisoned.
When? When were we poisoned?
Back at the tower.
The tower.
Quick, now.
I'll drink it. Because I'm thinking the purple rash from the Red Titan. I've had a flashback that we're all together. Who did it? I'll trust.
So-
I'll drink it.
So you drink the potion, the antidote, and it does feel like it's nice. It doesn't
Nice.
feel
Nice.
bad.
Cheers.
Nice,
Oh.
nice. Abigail, I have no idea what's going on, but
So wait, are my men safe, or was it just us, the captains that were poisoned?
I believe so.
Okay.
It was just
You're all
us.
safe, Martin. Sarah, you're good. You're good.
It appears this competition has taken a turn for the worst. So, as he sort of says that, another memory sort of starts to flash in your head. So you're back on your ship and you're on the front of the ship, and it's docking at this large tower. And there are 4 other ships also docked.
4 other ships, so there's 5 ships. Yep.
On the tower's sort of dock area, you can see Captain Jace standing there talking to another woman. She's got like a cybernetic attachment, so she's got like a cybernetic leg and a cybernetic arm, and
Cool.
half her face is cybernetic as well.
What color
Just a-
is she wearing? What can I distinguish what ship she's with?
So she's sort of dressed basically in all yellowy sort of gold colors.
She's yellow. Yeah.
And there is a ship that sort of has more cybernetic attachments than any other ship. So you can
Cool.
sort of make a connection between the
Probably
two.
her. Yep.
So as you step off the ship and you get closer to them, they stop talking and greet you. Well, if it isn't the daring Captain Abigail of the Treasure Seeker, A pleasure to finally
Hmm.
meet you. I don't think we've ever met face to face. I'm Captain Helga of the Singing Sword.
Was that the cyber woman?
Yes, that's the cyber one. The other one was Jace.
Helga.
So, as you look around the docking area, you can see two other men. One of them you recognize as Captain Jonathan, and he's getting off his airship. And there is another person who is getting off their ship who you don't actually recognize. And then Jace turns to you and he's like, "Ah, yes, I see you have spotted our mystery guest. Judging by his ship, I can only assume he is the captain, the infamous killer for hire, chosen no doubt by the Evergale Kingdom to be their champion for this year, no?"
Are they
And
blue? Are they purple? What are they?
From what you can tell, it's a black ship.
Oh, evil. Okay.
And that's where your memory ends.
Ah, so it didn't get a name. All right. It's from
So-
a new kingdom.
So
What
yeah,
if I'm?
so the mystery one is really ever known as the captain.
The captain. So, if I've never been in this race before, from what kind of Jace's flashback was like, I'm so glad that you're in this race this year. Who have I replaced? And who am I working for? And what am I looking for?
Roll
Any
a,
question?
roll a d10 for me.
Okay. 5.
5. So what you can gather as questions flood, your memory sort of comes back with that it's generally different people every year.
Mhm.
Each kingdom sort of chooses a champion of sorts to enter a game. And so you were chosen this year.
Yeah,
So-
I figured like I was just chosen. If it's a game, so I'm guessing no one's murdered before. I'm guessing it's mainly just a race. As if if Jonathan's still here, right? Jonathan, have I snapped out of
Yes,
it?
Jonathan's still here.
All right, I'll be like, Jonathan, has this ever happened in one of the games before?
Well, no, not to my knowledge. No. I mean,
Poisoning or murder?
both. I mean,
There it is. Yep.
this tends to be a peaceful game between the kingdoms.
Yeah, and do you have any inkling of who it might be, or do you suspect someone? Because I tell him that the Red Titan has crashed. I tell them that he had purple mouths.
Oh dear, that I'm too late to save Captain Chase. Damn it!
Do we know where
Well-
Helga is? Is she ahead of us? Is she behind
Well,
us?
Helga, I believe, was the second to leave.
Was Jace the first?
Do you not remember that?
It's been a long day. I was shaken when I saw Captain Jace.
Well, I mean, as
Ah.
you know, as per the game rules, we all left at different times.
Of course.
Of course,
Of course.
the captain leaving first, followed by Helga, then Jace, then yourself, and then I was last. It was just by happenstance that I was still at the tower when I had succumbed to the poison. Luckily, the monks of the tower were there, and, well, they have antidotes of all sorts, and they got me back up on my feet. And
The monks. I don't think I saw any monks when we were there. Do you know if they're affiliated with any kingdom in particular?
No, the monks are truly sworn to be neutral. That's why the Talking Tower is a place of neutrality and peace between the 5 kingdoms.
Of course. That's why
Abigail,
it's always
are you sure you're right?
yes. Thank you, Jonathan. I'm just a bit rattled. This isn't what I expected from my first game.
No, fair enough, of course, indeed. Well, look, I should get back to my ship. I do have other antidotes with me.
I think it's best that we try and find Helga then.
Yes,
let's-
we need to catch up to them quickly because, I mean, I don't like to point fingers, but I'm pretty sure it's the captain who's doing this.
I was going to say, is it best if we split up, or would you like to work together? Do you have a
We're all
preference?
heading to the same direction, so they've got a head
Agreed.
start on us. So they're
All right.
probably already at the island.
Well,
Um,
we've reviewed our clues, and we think the game might begin at the waterfall on this island.
Oh, of course.
Hmm.
Yes, the stone. Yes, of course. Excellent. All right. We shall go there at once.
Let's head there.
So
All right, back
as
to your ship.
as he turns and he goes back onto his digging, a large explosion happens from
On my
his-
ship?
on
His
his ship.
Oh!
And he's sort of thrown backwards, and his ship crashes downwards. And
Was he thrown back onto our ship?
yeah,
Is
he was
okay?
thrown back.
Oh no, his crew!
So he leans over the red and he's like, "No!" As you hear the screams of his crew as it crashes into the ground and explodes. Cabot!
Oh, what can you do? What can you do? I try and hold him back because he's probably in hysterics.
Yeah, he's
And I just motion for Martin. We got to get out of here. We need to keep moving, and if we need to check our ship. So first off, let's get the ship going, and then I order some crew members to search the ship in case there's any explosives.
right. So Martin sort of gets that, and there are people frantically running around trying to find stuff.
Or patching our ship.
I'll get you to roll a d20 for me.
9.
9?
Yep.
Right, so after a little bit of time, a sailor comes up to you and says, "Captain, I found this!" And he hands over a small box to you and sort of looking at it. It doesn't look too indistinguishable, but none of the crewmates have sworn they've ever seen this before.
Is it wooden? Is it intricate? Is there any?
It's a very plain wooden box, but it feels like there's something in it.
Do I open it? Do I open it while flying with 50 people in the air? How close to the island are we?
You're about, say that's been going on for about 45 minutes. You're about 15 minutes away.
Can I hear any ticking from the box?
No, there's no ticking or anything coming from the box.
I'm gonna risk it. I'll be like, no, leave this with me. We will open this when we land. Because I don't want to open it in case we start crashing.
All right, so a little bit of time passes and you finally can see the island. There are 2 ships docked at the island.
Oh, okay.
One of them was that very cybernetic looking ship, and the other ship is sort of like a jet black ship. It's relatively smaller than every other ship.
Okay. All right. We pull up. We'll park. I want everyone off the ship. I don't want anyone to stay on here. I want everyone on the island. So I'll tell everyone to get off, and I will carry the box down as well. I'll just probably do it in shifts. Is Jonathan okay? Can I bring Jonathan with me?
He's a little bit shaken, but yeah, he'll come with you.
All right,
onto
Jonathan.
the
I
island.
insist that we still need to help Helga, so I'll keep driving him forward.
Agreed.
All right. Let's go.
I suggest as well we leave some people here to keep guard of the ships, just in case the captain tries to sneak away from us.
Can we see anyone else on the other ships, or we're parked a bit far away from them?
No, the other ships seem relatively empty.
Okay. That's my better judgment. I would rather have men with me and keep an eye on the ship, because there's other ships that we could take. But if they think it's best, then all right, let's leave a quarter of the men.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so you've got some men coming with you through the jungle.
Yep.
I'll get you to roll a d12 for me.
Do any of them have weapons? Do we have weapons?
Well, you've got your sword in your gun.
Yeah.
Jonathan
11.
also has a sword. and a gun.
Like a pistol?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Okay.
the other men sort of have swords and clubs.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
What did you say you got? Sorry,
11.
11. Nice.
Mhm.
Okay, so as you're walking through the woods, you spot some tracks on the ground. Where
Human tracks?
yes, one foot looks normal size, and the other foot looks like it left a heavier indent in the ground and is bigger.
So you're like, I have amnesia and I don't know these people. But I care if my stuff's blown up. I should have wore the red coat for the IELTS. Okay. Let's follow the tracks then. Is it just one set of tracks?
Yes, there you can see one set of tracks.
Okay, well, I'll ask Sarah, are we going in the same direction of the waterfall? Are we heading in the right direction that I want to start it?
Yes, I believe so, Captain.
All right, let's go. Let's carry on quietly, safely. Let's go.
So as you sort of walking, I'll get you roll a d6, actually.
1.
All right, cool. You keep walking.
Okay.
So eventually you can hear the waterfall off in the distance.
I hear it.
But along the sounds of the waterfall, you can also hear shouting of sorts, as if it's a fight, almost.
Hmm.
But it doesn't appear to be coming from the direction of the
waterfall.
The waterfall.
Oh.
Jonathan says, Abigail, I think we should split up.
I'm very keen to know what's happening over there. But I think we need to win this.
We need to go find Helga, and Helga is heading towards the treasure along with the captain. I suggest that Martin and Sarah go with your men towards the fighting and deal with that. We can take the captain.
Do I trust Captain Jonathan enough for this? How old is Jonathan? How old is he?
He's a similar age to you.
Okay. I have a gun. I could take him. All right. We'll send our men. I want them to be very careful. I'll take the clue with me.
Mm-hmm.
Does Jonathan have a map or a clue on him as well? Or should I take Sarah's map?
He also has a clue on a map.
All right, I'll leave Sarah with the stuff then, and then we'll take Jonathan's. We'll head towards the waterfall.
All
right, let's split up.
All right. So they run off in a different direction, and you and Jonathan run off towards the waterfall. As you get towards the waterfall, there is a body on the ground along the edge of the waterfall at the top of the cliff that you're coming up to. And looking at it, you can see that it is cybernetic. You're muted again. Still muted. There we go.
Cool. Sorry, I think it keeps connecting to another device. So it's not Helga. It's just a crewmate of the cybernetic ship,
No, it does look like
Or is it Helga?
Yeah.
All right. Does she have the same blue-purple rash on her face?
So yeah, as you go up and look at the body, she's basically almost still alive. She's breathing very heavily and coughing up blood, and there is a purple rash around her mouth.
Jonathan had so many more vials on his ship that blow up. Oh no!
And she signals for you to come closer a little bit.
Yes, Helga.
The captain.
Helga.
He jumped over the edge.
Of the waterfall?
Yes.
Helga.
And then she dies.
I take out the clue again because I
Mhm.
remember there was something about not stepping backward but stepping forward.
Yes, that's fairly deep in the clue.
It was. I think it is going to be in succession. So what was the second line of the clue?
So the second line of the clue was look over the edge and shout cannonball.
Well, that is jumping off the waterfall. Yes, exactly. All right. Well, I'll turn to Jonathan. I'll explain what we need to do.
Oh.
Is there anything we can do for Helga before we go?
I'm afraid not. He checks her pulse and she's passed. Damn it!
I was about to say, should I take the coat? And I'm like, no, stop.
Stop stealing dead people's things, Jeff.
It's out of respect. I love the game. I don't know if I remember it, but I like it. All right. Well, there's nothing else we can do for him. So, all right. Well, let's take Jonathan up. We'll climb up the top of the waterfall, and we'll have to jump in. Jonathan, are you ready? Can you do this?
Yes. Yes, I believe so. We
Sure?
need to kill that bastard.
Let's get it.
All right.
Cannonball!
So I get you roll a d6 for me.
Oh no, is it going to be a belly flop? I hope not. 5.
You gracefully land in the pool and dive. There's not much splash. If it was the Olympics, you'd probably get a 10-10-10.
10.
So you dive under, and as you're sort of under the water, you can sort of look around and you can see a cave
Mm-hmm.
off that's sort of underneath where the water is hitting from the waterfall.
All right, I'm pretty sure that's it. I'll beckon Jonathan to swim with me. Is he
Alright,
okay?
Yeah. So he's a little bit behind you. So you were
Right.
already sort of swimming, and then you heard the splash of him coming in.
All right, yep. Let's keep swimming.
All right. So as you swim into the cave, you sort of bob your head up, get a big, deep breath of air,
Hmm.
and it's black,
Mm.
complete darkness.
I remember in a clue that was talking about a torch. Oh, we should have looked before we jumped in.
I'll get you to roll a d4.
One.
Nice.
I can't roll D4s.
So as you
Tell
sort
you,
of
it's rigged.
stumbling your way around,
Ah.
you trip over.
I'm gonna pat myself because I remember that I had a belt that had cartridges, but I think it was all empty.
hmm
And I had a belt, but that wasn't on. There wasn't anything on it. I have a pistol and a blade. Do I have a blade?
hmm
Can I feel any rocks or anything? Can I like make a spark just to at least see where I'm going?
There are a lot of jagged rocks. You can't feel. There's some loose ones, but it's really making noise than sort of sparks.
Oh, that's all right. All right. At least I can make noise and kind of work my way around. Can I follow the wall? What can I feel?
As you're sort of making noise and rummaging around, you can hear.
Jonathan?
Well. Oh, I've been waiting for you, Abigail.
Great, I'm here. Thanks for waiting. Who may I ask is calling?
So, it appears to be the two of us then. Come to kill me, have you?
Jonathan? Is Jonathan not with me?
Oh, you silly girl.
Thank
You can sort-
Jonathan.
He can hear you. You can hear the man stepping towards you.
Jonathan.
And
No!
you hear a gasp of air behind you.
Oh, that's coming out of the water. That's
Yeah.
Jonathan. Okay, Jonathan, God, as long as Jonathan's not turning into like a zombie or something.
I'll get you to roll a d6.
All right, and I'm going to scream out to Jonathan to not move. If he's safe in the water, maybe. 2.
2.
Yeah.
So as you've turned around to sort of shout to Jonathan, you
Yeah.
feel a sharp slicing pain across your arm.
Oh, my right arm? My pistol arm? My sword arm?
Yeah, your sword arm.
Ah!
This
No, wait, there's
is
a mistake.
going to be easy.
I'm going to die in this cave. Oh, it's creepy.
And so Jonathan hears you scream, and so he shouts, "Abigail!" And
Jonathan, there's something in here.
you hear
I
him
can't see.
throw something on the ground,
Close by.
and you hear like a sort of ticking sound, and then a bright light shines up from this orb that's just appeared on the ground.
Yep.
And standing in front of you see a man dressed in all black right in front of you.
I forgot about the bomb box from my ship. Did I give that to Sarah? Do I have that?
No, you gave that to her when she ran off with the others.
I probably should have looked at it. I forgot. Okay.
So as you look at this man, another sort of memory flashes in your memory, your head.
In my head.
So you're in a big room,
Yeah.
surrounding a table, and a monk is standing on a pedestal or on a raised platform, and he's basically explaining the rules of the competition, about how the Five Kingdoms do this. Once a year, have a competition for a game sort of thing, and the prize money is $20 million. So after the meeting is done, Jonathan walks up to you and is looking a little uneasy, and he's like, I didn't expect to see you here. I thought you didn't like these annual games. Oh well, too late to change that. Good luck. And sort of pats you on the shoulder and walks by you. And as he leaves you,
Who was that? Was that the captain?
Captain Jonathan.
Oh, Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan.
I thought you meant the captain.
No, well,
Okay.
So as he's sort of walking away, you sort of notice he's holding a wine bottle with a ribbon around it, and Captain Jace walks up to you and look what our friend Jonathan has snuck me under the table, eh? And he produces a wine bottle with the same ribbon attached around it. Come, I hate to drink alone, Helga. He's now Russian. Helga, I hate to drink alone. Helga has threatened to cut something off of value if I try to drink with her again. Please, I want to hear of your tales of treasure hunting. Perhaps you might have some pointers for an amateur like me, eh? And that's where your sort of memory ends. And as you sort of...
The black captain in there. That was only the other 3, was it?
The black captain was there, but he didn't see him sort of after the meeting. He sort of just went off by himself.
That makes me curious. If Jace is the one bringing the wine, what he could have poisoned that wine. Unless I'll be like, okay.
Roll.
I'll pick up a weapon.
Roll D4 for me.
4. I got a 4.
Nice. Thinking back to it, Jace actually said Jonathan gave him that wine as a present.
Yeah.
And
then Jace passes it on to Helga. Jonathan was carrying it. And he's like, I brought some wine.
So, he tried to have a drink with Helga, but Helga didn't want to have a drink with him. So he drank with you instead.
That's not good.
So as you've sort of flashed back from this
That's why Helga
memory-
doesn't have the thing, because she wasn't poisoned.
No, she had the poison.
Oh, she did? Oh, she did.
Yeah. So as you sort of flash back, you see the captain standing in front of you in his black outfit. Something seems wrong, though. And as you take a closer look at him,
Yeah,
he
hologram.
too is bleeding from the mouth
Oh!
with purple rash now coming around from his mouth.
What did I drink?
So he collapses to the ground right in front of you.
Okay, yep.
And then
Can I
Jonathan-
try and help him? There's nothing I can do.
Well, you can try, yes.
But I can still see because there's an orb of light.
Yeah,
Alright,
so
I'll
there's-
try and do what I can to resuscitate him or
Get your roll a d20.
four.
So as you're trying to sort of like resuscitate him and everything, nothing seems to be working. And
Yeah.
Jonathan sort of comes up behind you and he's like, well, looks like that chap had a taste of his own medicine by the looks of it. Well, no matter. He deserved it, the bastard. Now, come on, let's find this treasure and get the hell out of here.
I'm gonna
And
I'm gonna play along.
starts.
Yeah, I'm gonna play along because I'm very suspicious of Jonathan now, but I think it's best if we play his game. I think for the next bit. So
Yeah.
I'll follow him. I don't know. I am curious what's in that box, but I don't think I can go back. I'll go forward, but I'll let him lead. I'm gonna stay behind him.
Okay, so as you're sort of watching him, he's sort of looking around, and there are different carvings on the wall of different animals like pigs and horses and cows and
The smiling
that.
horse.
all
Mhm.
that sort of stuff. So yeah, what do you want to do?
I'm going to read the clue again. I'll ask Jonathan to take out the clue and read me the fourth line. Fourth line? I think we're up to 4.
Yes, so the third line is once inside the cave,
We got a torch.
light you
A light.
need to help you
Okay.
find the Smiling Steed.
All right. So Jonathan and I start looking for a smiling steed. We'll look
Right.
for some horses.
Roll a d6 for me.
Does he look eager to find out like the correct one?
He is looking very eager.
Yeah. Number 5.
5. All right. So after a little while of looking, you do see a horse that looks like it is smiling.
Jonathan, what do you think of this one?
Oh, yes. Yes, I don't know how I missed that. Oh, jolly good, jolly good.
So how do we do with it? Maybe I'll trace the figure. Maybe press the smile. Maybe see if there's any latches or
Is there a
levers or
clue
presses.
in more of the poem?
Let's have a look. Read it out to me, Jonathan.
So to help you find the Smiling Steed, knock
Yeah.
5 times, then twice, and wait. The smiling horse is now your gate.
All right. All right, bear with me. I'm going to knock 5 times. Was it? How many times? 5, then 2?
5, then twice, yes. You're muted again. I saw you do the knocking, so yes. So as you wait, a gentle rumble sort of shakes the cavern, and the horse statue or carving slowly rises up and reveals a big open room with what looks to be an old, ancient ship that used to sail on the waters. So it's got sails and stuff like that on it.
I'll mention as we walk in that maybe I never dreamt that that the game would be like this. Maybe just kind of key in to see if he'll give me anything further. Because I want to know if this island has been the base of every game. It mustn't be. It must be different every time, I imagine.
Well, I mean, the games are always different. This is the first year they've had a treasure hunt. So I suspect that's why they got you in on it, because, I mean, you are a treasure hunter, so...
And why did you take on this game? What was in it for you?
I took it on to impress my father.
Your father?
To bring back the trophy for our land. I mean, my father is the king.
It's been out of the land too long, has it?
Yes, indeed. This will bring honor back to us.
Who's hosting the game next year?
I have no idea. It's normally decided after these games.
Of course. So sorry. Yes. All right, let's continue, Jonathan.
I'll get you to roll a d6 for me.
2.
All right, so as you're sort of walking, you're about to take a step and you notice a little odd thing on the ground, almost like a pressure plate that you're about to step on.
Jonathan? Stop.
What?
I think there's something on the ground. Did we bring the little light globe with us, or is it bright enough to see?
It's sort of bright enough to see. The light is carrying over from the cavern.
All right, I'll slowly duck and I'll
over the
point
other
it out.
side of this cavern, there's
some light.
There's sort of like a hallway with torches in it, so that's illuminating some light as well.
Okay. All right. I'll point out the pressure plate to him, and I'll ask if he sees any around him.
No, I mean that appears to be the only pressure plate I can see.
All right. Can I see any holes in the wall? Like, would it be a booby trap, or is there a way out?
No, you can't see any sort of like booby traps, but it's hard to tell. Like, sometimes booby traps are very well hidden.
I'm going to step over the plate. I don't think we should risk it.
All right.
Let's keep going.
All right. So you carefully step over the plate. So does Jonathan.
Yeah.
And you keep walking on.
Mm-hmm.
Roll another d6 for me.
6.
Nice. So you spot another one,
Another one.
sort of like in the middle.
I'll be like, stop. Well, let's move around it. Let's keep going.
All right. Again, so you miss that one, and you sort of.
I'm a treasure seeker, and I know booby traps.
So you get to the end of the room, and it appears to be fine, but now there's a hallway in front of you.
Okay. Was it made of brick or stone?
It's like a stone hallway.
All right, I'll get Jonathan. Could you read the next bit of the clue for me?
Let's see. So the smiling horse. Another step closer, you now appear. Watch out now for the swinging buccaneer. Well, I mean, I say we probably missed him.
I say that was very lucky. Yes.
One more step. Do not hesitate. To walk back now is to seal your fate.
This one, either the floor is gonna start falling, and we're actually gonna like run across this thing, or there's some kind of booby trap. Jonathan, are you up for a jog? Do you want to run across this hallway with me?
A jog?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Sure.
This is big. This is, if you're in it to win it for your dad, you need to run as if your life depends on it. Are you ready?
Okay.
Let's go. We're gonna pelt across the hallway.
All right. So as you run through the entranceway, of course, you hear a clicking sound. You don't look back, but you hear a big stone sort of slab drop behind you. And then you can feel the whole hallway rumble. I'll get you to roll a d6.
6.
Oh, nice. So as you're sort of running, ahead of you, you can see the sort of roof starting to come in a little bit and more slabs starting to appear. And you just manage to sort of run past them just before they drop. So they're just dropping boom, 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 one after the other.
Should have been like, just take your time, Jonathan. I will run.
I'll get you to roll a d4 for me.
Oh, you know how my d4s turn out. 2! That's better than 1.
All right, so as you're sort of getting to the final part, you both dive out.
Okay.
And as the last slab hits the ground and blocks off the tunnel. Well, that was a good call. Oh my.
I've been in a lot of vaults. You've picked the right person for this job, Jonathan.
Yes, indeed I have. I'm kind of glad you did come along after all.
Jonathan, why do you think the captain's only poisoned us captains?
Well,
I mean, the rest of the crew could have finished on the behalf of the kingdom. Why didn't he try and kill everyone?
Well, the crew aren't allowed to technically do anything for the games. Only captain can be the victor.
Gotcha.
But
I don't recall, was your dad ever a victor?
My dad? Oh, no, this is... a king has never partaken in any of these events, a ruler.
Was a prince ever one?
Not to my knowledge. No. I don't think a prince has ever entered before. No need to.
So you... Why do you want to win this?
Like I told you, for my father. For the honor of our house.
For the king?
Yes, for the kingdom.
For the kingdom?
Yes. Well, why all the questions?
We've never talked about your family before, Jonathan. We're in a dark room. Just trying to make it intimate. Okay. Moving on, let's go!
Yes, quite. So as you look around the room, it's quite a big cavern. There's nothing really interesting. There's a couple of torches on the walls. But the most noticeable thing is a giant doorway that's a giant wheel that looks like a cog with stairs leading up to it. And on this wheel is all sorts of pictures.
What kind of like paintings or like drawings on the wall?
Sort of like stone carvings.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And as you sort of look at them, you notice that you're sort of taking a closer look at them, and you notice that they're all different pictures. So there's one with a horse that's smiling.
So is that smiling horse?
A pirate swinging from sails. A picture of the sun in the middle of the sky, a night sky, stabs of stone that appear to be blocking off a corridor, and a sun that's sort of just starting to rise.
Jonathan, I think this is a sequence puzzle. Could you please read the next part of the clue?
Yes. You reckon it's that simple?
Let's determine. Read me the puzzle.
Well, I mean, if it's that simple, I mean, I'm afraid there's no use for you, is there?
I turn to Jonathan.
So, as you turn around, he's got his pistol out.
Jonathan?
Aiming it at you. Oh, I really wish you hadn't have been a part of these games, Abigail.
Why? What's going on?
I mean, we've shared some adventures together. I'm quite fond of you. Quite a good person. shame to lose someone of your expertise in this world, but alas, I mean, I did try to save you. I didn't give you a bottle of wine, did I? Of course, I didn't count on that stupid Captain Jace to share his with you.
He is a bit of a drinker, that Captain Jace. So,
But
wait,
what?
Jonathan, did you poison everybody?
You're
Why?
good at finding treasure, but not very bright, are you? Of course I poisoned everybody.
Why would you do this, Jonathan?
For my
Why-
kingdom! For the glory! Oh, my father, he doesn't think of me as anything rather than a spoiled brat. Well, I'll
Jonathan,
show him.
I can help you find this treasure. Look, I said this could be the sequence. You need me. You need me to get through this next puzzle. Who knows what's waiting on the other side of this puzzle?
I've read the riddle. I know what it is.
So why did you bring me here?
Well, I needed you to get this far, but now I don't need you anymore. He raises his pistol and pulls the trigger. However,
Is it waterlogged?
misfires, and it just clicks.
But that's all. It was just a dud. It doesn't like.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I charge at him. I'm gonna like push him over.
Alright, I'll get you to roll d6 for me. Okay, so as you charge him,
Yeah.
you haven't taken into account the stairs that are in front of you.
Ah, right.
So you
Right,
go to
yeah.
charge, and the first step off,
Ah.
you basically take 2 steps and fall forward. But it is enough that you fall forward and sort of push Jonathan a bit,
I'll
As
take
in-
him
and
down
he's-
with me.
and he stumbles backwards as well
Okay,
and
good.
drops his gun.
Okay, good. Is it scattered far? Can I kick it away or can I push it? Or...
Yeah, he's sort of thrown it against the wall and
Okay.
it's sort of smashed.
All right, I'm going to quickly take mine out if
a
I
crappy
can
gun.
manage like a roll or something. Can I take mine out?
Oh, right. Roll a d4 for me.
The one.
So, you sort of go to do a roll to your feet and grab your gun out at the same time.
Yeah.
You grab your gun out and you go to sort of roll up onto your feet, but you sort of roll and fire off a shot at the wall by accident.
Oh, but my
Um,
gun works. Oh, that's good.
Your gun works. It's not like a flintlock like
That's what I was thinking.
Jonathan's
Yeah.
was.
Okay, so it is more techie than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So it still works and it fires a shot off into the wall.
Did we both duck to like at the ricochet?
Yeah,
Or-
so you both are
Oh.
sort of like, oh, because rocks are falling down now.
Okay. Yep.
So
a little
Jace
shower.
gets not Jace. Jonathan is the first to get to his feet, and he pulls his sword out.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I still have my pistol in hand. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just gonna pull myself to my feet, like push myself up,
Mm-hmm. He's
Um,
advancing towards you.
slowly back away, but with the gun pointed at him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gonna try and talk him out of it. I'll be like, Jonathan, I can help you get this treasure. This can still be a win for your family, for the kingdom.
Roll a d12 for me.
No, this one. 8.
Nice. So he sort of stops for a moment and thinks about it. Why? After everything I've done, you would help me?
Jonathan, I'm not in it for the glory. I'm not in it to praise my father. If you need this for your kingdom, you take it. Look how far you've come. You've won. You've won this game.
He sort of thinks it over again. He's sort of lowering his sword. Roll a d4 for me.
1. I don't even know why I bother rolling it.
You can sort of see him mulling it over in his head, and then an evil glint comes back into his eye, and he's like,
He just wants to kill me.
I don't believe you. And he raises his sword back up again and starts charging at you.
I will shoot him. I will just shoot him.
I'll get you to roll a d6 for me.
See? 5.
Nice. So you fire a shot, and he's charging at you, so he's not really thinking very clearly. So you're like, bang! Right between the eyes.
Oh! Damn, why am I such a good aim? Yes!
And he sort of skids to his falls
Wait.
forward and skids to your feet.
I was going to say, his sword is still out. Like, oh!
And he's laying dead in front of you.
I'll be like, oh, I should have had the coat, and then I could be like, oh. Well, at least we're in a dark hole, and no one knows that I shot this man. Jonathan, I trusted you. No, I didn't really trust you, but I did. He killed a lot of his men. Wow, I'm just gonna mull this over for a second. Dude, what can I take? Can I ransack his body?
Yeah, sure, you can ransack his body.
No, I missed the captain. If I can't get the whole set, I'm just not going to collect them. All right.
Another to add to my collection.
Another one. All right, we're going to move on. I'm going to dig through his clothes to find the clue because he still had it on him. I'm not sure where he put it.
Yep, you find it in his pocket.
Okay, I'm also going to take his sword if I can put that anywhere, just in case. Whoosh. All right. What is the clue? What is the next line of the clue that I'm up to?
All right, so the final lines of the clue is first is dawn, followed by the midday, and finally night will reveal your prey.
Okay. Can I see if there's any latches or buttons, or maybe I just need to press?
So as you're sort of looking at the carvings, you do notice they are sort of raised out a bit, as if they're.
So I do have to kind of.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I'll follow the instructions. I will find the statues that relate to the dawn, the nighttime. What was the other one? Midday, I think. I'll press them in the right order. And I'll slowly move back.
Okay, so you press the dawn and then the midday and then the nighttime button.
Yep.
And as you do, the stone cog rumbles and it slides to the side. And as it does, a sort of golden light is coming from inside the room. And there on a pedestal is a trophy.
The Goblet of Fire. Is it the Goblet of Fire? Yes!
For copyright reasons, no. And yeah, so the trophy's on the pedestal, glowing magnificently, and off to the side.
Room? Yeah,
and off to the side is just sort of a mechanical elevator that appears to go up to the top of the mountain.
What century are we in? I'm still so confused. If there's an escalator, and that escalator to nowhere. Okay. All right. I'll enter the room. Is that the only other door out that I can see?
Yeah, because you're sealed off, so all there is the elevator and the trophy.
Okay, I'm going to walk around the trophy podium. Is there anything written on it, or is there any buttons on the ground, any booby traps that I could probably decipher?
No, there is just a congratulations on the pedestal.
See, I don't want to be too chuffed, but I'm like, I did it. Look, I've done it. I'm the winner.
That is where we will leave that.
Ah!
You winning.
Did all my crew survive? Because they are out there handling some kind of yelling fest, which I don't know what they were doing, and I never found out what was in the box. What was in the box?
We'll never know.
I'll never know. Well, I'm going to go out there and be like, we did it, team. We did it.
So yes, well done. You completed the adventure. And I hope everyone enjoyed the show tonight. If you would like, go to woodcarvergaming.com and you can vote for the next session, what it will be, the genre, and what sort of characteristic the person will have. And I
That
hope
was not
you
the most
enjoyed it.
pessimistic. Sorry.
So I'm never the character.
Kind of
either.
war hungry.
So yes, please tune in next week for the next session with a new player and probably Aaron back as the GM. All right,
Thanks,
well,
guys.
thank you very much and good night, everyone.